Eden Crafters is a survival and base building game set on various hostile planets. Your goal is to turn a hostile planet into a habitable planet for humanity. The planet we have been able to play on so far is plagued by massive periodic tsunamis. Despite the massive wall of water, its destructive power is actually limited. Most of our base structures seem to be specifically built to withstand these incredible forces. Basically only some outdoor structures, particularly those not designed to withstand the tsunami, can be destroyed. You can somewhat mitigate this damage even further by dismantling these structures before the tsunami hits to get back some of the resources and simply rebuild them. The early access version will include 3 of such hostile planets that you can terraform and ultimately stop the periodic threat. On the tsunami planet, for example, this is done by building and sending a rocket to the moon that is causing these massive waves. This does not define the end of your playthrough. You can continue to build and explore on this planet. You start with basic equipment, a small non-functional ship that serves as an oxygen refill station, and some basic tools. You have to watch your oxygen levels, energy and food. The game's resource system is fairly extensive. You can mine things like iron, quartz, copper, cobalt, and lots of other materials, which are all used in various crafting recipes, of course. As you would expect, iron can be processed into plates and rods, which you need for more complex structures. There is a basic mining tool for manual gathering, but you should build advanced miners to automate things. Power generation is crucial and will be one of the biggest challenges with the returning tsunami, at least until you advance to the large solar panels, which are not subject to destruction. Water management is important for various processes. To create building spaces you can raise, lower and flatten areas. Before the tsunami hits, you get a warning message. This is usually your sign to get into your tsunami-proof base. While the tsunami is visually impressive, I think there would have been ways to make it more believable. It just doesn't feel right seeing this massive wave, but most of your stuff is completely untouched. This is for the sake of progression, but perhaps implementing some kind of massive, ultra-resistant dome that you have to build above your buildings, and everything without that dome gets destroyed, would make this more exciting and coherent, but this is just an example. The user interface needs quite a bit of work, specifically for the workbench, and the game does unfortunately not feature crafting from storage, which is such an important quality of life feature in these games. A better tutorial to explain some of the stuff you have to figure out yourself, or with YouTube, would also be appreciated. We got a glimpse at the other 2 planets. One seems to feature some kind of toxic gas or radioactivity, and the other one possibly some kind of blizzard or avalanche. For the early access launch, there are more features than currently available, like 3 land vehicles, roads, new base building elements, and 3 tiers of conveyor belts for advanced factory building. And that sentence concludes today's video. If your time was respected, a like or comment is very much appreciated.